no one's doing anything. They're all just standing there.
I don't understand. Nazamiel didn't order her puppets to attack?
Or maybe it just hasn't started yet.
I'm sorry.
Huh?
It wasn't supposed to be like this. I'm sorry.
Wait! What?
I'm sorry. I thought it would make you happy. I'm sorry.
What is going on?
Hey, there's Bayfon.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Are they all being manipulated by the masks? The suppressors?
Nazamiel?
Huh?
Wait. If Bayfon is like this, then do you think the inn is okay?
Let's go see.
What is going on with these people?
I'm glad they're not attacking us. But why do they keep apologizing? At this rate, there might not be anyone left not wearing a mask.
And Nazamiel plans to do this to the entire world?
I hope the inn hasn't been compromised.
With Bayfon like that, who knows what's happened?
They've gotten in! We're done for!
No, look, we're not wearing those masks.
Oh, thank goodness. I thought for sure.
I'm relieved to see some people are still safe. Can you tell us anything about what happened here?
Those masked weirdos out front went berserk all of a sudden and tried to force their way in here. Bayfon said he would lure them away and left us. So you've been hiding here. Renans and Dahnans, all hunkered down together.
They didn't hesitate to let me in when I feared for my life.
This lady saved me with her astral arts. I never thought I'd see everyone working together like this.
That young man said the masked people went berserk.
Right. Except Nazamiel said she'd already sent out orders before we got to her.
Okay, but if that's what initiated the attack, then why have they stopped and gone docile now? And when they talked,
It was Nazamiel's consciousness. You said so yourself, didn't you, Alphen?
That does fit with what Nazamiel was saying before. How she was changing people's minds to make them the same as her.
And now, she's wearing a mask, and must be in the same state as the people outside. Assuming the reigning visage has the same effects on the wearer as the suppressors, what would happen if she were to interface with the keystone?
The purpose of connecting to the keystone was to send orders. But if Nazamiel is also under the control of a suppressor, maybe everyone outside has gone quiet because they've become the same as Nazamiel is right now.
But if that's the case, then what was up with all that stuff they said?
I suppose they must have been Nazamiel's true feelings. I don't know how it all works, but that has to be it.
all of those masked people we saw kept apologizing to us. If those were actually Nazamiel's thoughts, then...
We have to help her. We have to find a way to show her that we aren't mad at her.
But if we want to get to the keystone, we have to find a teleporter. Oh!
A Dawn Lake!
That's right. There's a teleporter there.
We have the coordinates we need. Let's go before...
Wait. If we're right about what's going on, then it may mean that we'll have to face Nazamiel. Before we finally head out, we'll need to make sure we're all prepared for that possibility.
She's right. We can't afford to fail.
We should rest up and tend to our gear.
Right. Let's call it a day.
Those people outside will just have to hold on for a little longer.
There's something I can't figure out. Assuming that the Keystone is putting the people in those masks in the same state of mind as Nazamiel right now, how did Nazamiel become like that?
It was because she put on the mask, right?
Yes. However, when Cal Basel first showed up in Niez, Nazamiel was wearing the mask.
But then when we saw her after that, she wasn't wearing it anymore. Could that mean she wasn't being controlled by it at first?
Perhaps the mind control function is something that can be shut off. At least with Nazamiel's mask. The reigning visage.
That would mean Nazamiel went to the trouble of turning that function on before putting on the mask again.
I don't get it. If we were simply in the way, there was no need for her to do that after we defeated her.
We couldn't have been in the way. She said she's doing all of this for us, didn't she?
She also said we're her friends.
That may be so, but Nazamiel still attacked us when we tried to stop her.
It seemed like she wasn't listening to what we were saying. It was like we were talking past each other.
We're still overlooking something. Whatever it was that drove Nazamiel to the point of fighting us. Even before she gave up and erased herself. If we want to help her, we need to find out what that is before we see her again. I think we're ready. Let's all rest up today. Then tomorrow, we'll head out to confront Nazamiel.
I wonder what she's doing right now.
She's still under the mask's control. It is possible that she can't see or feel anything.
Even so, her heart is crying out. And I think it's my fault that it is.
Your fault? How do you figure?
I've been thinking about it non-stop. When we had to fight Nazamiel, where did I go wrong? Nazamiel tried to take over people's minds, to control them. That is wrong. There's no excuse for it. But in the end, ultimately, she did it for us.
Yeah, she did say that.
She had no place where she belonged. To her, it must have seemed like the rest of the world didn't even exist. So when she joined us, it was like we became her entire world.
We were her first friends. So when we rejected her too...
It meant Nazamiel lost her whole world. That's why she was so devastated that she tried to erase her own mind.
From the beginning, all she wanted was to earn our approval. And I flat out rejected her. Because I didn't understand. I was so focused on rebuking her actions that I couldn't empathize with her.
Let's show her we're sorry. Then we can hold hands with her, like we did before.
I'm sure the charm will help us reconnect.
Shouldn't you get some sleep?
In theory, yes. But I knew you were off by yourself somewhere, lost in thought.
Can't hide anything from you, can I? I'm sorry. No, I guess I should say thank you.
Thanks for what exactly?
For letting me drag you into this life of non-stop travel. For staying with me for all this time. For everything. I've been called a hero, a destroyer, and things even worse than that. But you stayed with me, Xion.
Even right now, as you're thanking me, Nazamiel is all you can think about, right?
I'm sorry.
It's not your fault. That's just who you are, Alphen. But the truth of the matter is, that's why I'm here. If you weren't such a caring person, that wouldn't be the case.
Xion.
And besides, you're not the only one who's worried about Nazamiel. I couldn't sleep either. When I look at her, I see myself. Saddled with a fate she never wanted. Treated like an outsider by everybody. Alone. You know that pain. Really, I think that we all do. Every one of us has scars like Nazamiel's. You're the one who saved me, Alphen. And along the way, I think we've all managed to save each other. That's why I want to help Nazamiel however I possibly can. I want her to feel like she's not alone anymore.
Yeah. Listen. There's something that I've been wanting to tell you. I think I'm ready to say it. Now that I'm prepared to move forward. Xion, would...
Now's not the time.
What?
Not while we still have more important things to do.
Oh, yeah. You're right.
Try not to look so worried. I'm not going anywhere, okay? Is that all right?
You're always 5 steps ahead of me. All right. Did everybody get enough rest?
Let's get moving. Nazamiel is waiting for us.
Let's show her she has friends who care about her.
And put an end to this chaos once and for all.
That's right. Then we can have a tasty meal together.
I guess that means I'll have to put all of my cooking skills to work, then.
It's time. We're bringing her back, no matter what.
We need to avoid provoking those masked guys.
Yeah. Imagine if they all swarmed us at once.
Hey, quit it!
I don't see any masked people wandering around.
Luckily, this place is fairly secluded. It seems Cal Basil's influence hasn't reached it yet.
This might go well in that new recipe.
Can't wait to see what you make.
You're the one making it.
looks like someone needs our help.
Good grief, you're such a softie. Fine, let's go ask them what they want.
You're pretty caring yourself when it comes down to it, Shion. Or maybe Alvin's rubbed off on you.
Oh, hey!
Right. Law?
Yeah! No way. Was it really such a bad gift? I thought everyone liked getting new gear.
Keep your chin up. Finding the perfect gift is no easy task.
How about adding a cute design to the piece? Like a cat or an owl?
Oh, that's all I've got to do?
I don't know if the solution is quite that simple. I wonder what we'll find out there this time.
Most likely Zoogles, I would reckon.
I mean, other than them.
Well then, I should probably think about tonight's menu.
They're surrounding.
Like we're gonna lose to small fry.
Trapped in darkness, pierced by light.
I call it the Rindo Special.
All we have to do is get rid of that thing, right?
That takes care of all the dangerous Zoogles. The young man in Thistlym should be able to pick flowers in peace now.
Awesome! Let's go let him know.
Looks like we made it here in one piece.
How about it? You did it!
Hmm?
I guess...
So, that enthusiastic admirer of yours from Lenegus relocated to Pelegion.
In truth, I have quite a few obsessive devotees. I'm often badgered for handshakes and the like. It can be a nuisance at times. Though they mean well, it makes it difficult to go about my business in peace.
The work you've done has managed to win over Dahnans and Renans alike. It's pretty amazing that people's respect for you can even overcome their preconceived biases.
I suppose I should be honored, but I find my feelings about it are complicated.
Hey!
Sure.
Well? Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yes!
Yes. Hmm? Got it.
Well? Okay. The mutual consideration those two share is something our new world will need going forward.
The power of love, you mean?
If you want to put it bluntly, sure. Looks like we made it here in one piece.
Dohalim, I've been thinking about how you've been bringing together the refugees from Lenegis all by yourself. It's incredible.
Right? It sounds like you've got a lot to deal with, but I never hear you complaining. Way to go, man!
Each thoroughfare is a river. The aimless wanderers its flotsam. The rapids become deafening in their ceaseless roar.
What are you talking about? Is there a dangerous river in Pelesian or something?
No, that was Dohalim's somewhat idiosyncratic way of complaining.
Huh? Which part?
The deafening rapids represent the troubled voices of the people here. He has to listen to their woes every single day, so I suppose he must get tired after a while.
Okay. Though, to be honest, even with it explained, I'm still not sure I really get it.
My hand extended to carry any burden, receiving but pebbles.
He wants to help them solve their problems, so he listens to their concerns, but they only ever bring him small, trivial matters.
How did you get all of that?
Suspended outside your window, sunlight caught on sodden shadows. 'Tis no cause for shame.
Wow, it sounds so mysterious. What's this one about, Kisara?
In this case, the sodden shadows would be laundry. One of the Renans must have complained about wet clothing that some Dahnan hung out to dry. He's expressing the frustration he feels at having to listen to such petty grievances all the time.
Yes, your inferences are correct. As a man in my position, I find it difficult to speak my mind. Looking back, my achievements in Menancia truly would have been impossible were it not for your assistance. I find I am quite inadequate on my own.
Dohalim, you're a hard worker. You should be proud of that. I'd be glad to lend an ear to your complaints anytime.
Great courage is needed to travel the long road ahead. You, as ever, are my courage.
Dohalim? Yes, let's continue to travel it together.
I don't think I need that one explained to me.
I still don't get it.
You're...
Could it be?
Huh.
My apologies.
Right.
Yeah. Got it. I hope we can find someone connected to the Hildress family.
I don't know. If that woman's anything to go by, we may not find much useful information.
If we could at least learn what the family was like at the time. Presumably, it was a big part of Nazamiel's life.
Okay. Good, good.
Huh. Well...
Fool!
Sure.
Ah!
It's strange. I understand someone wanting to cling to their beliefs, but their story otherwise seems baseless.
I feel the same way. Let's gather more information. Hey!
Pardon me?
Great!
Very well.
Sure. We may not have learned much, but we've seen that Nazamiel clearly had no one she could trust. She was given an education and lessons in etiquette, but that isn't what she wanted. She needed kind words, a shoulder to cry on, a comforting embrace when she was lonely.
Shion, why don't we try asking some children? It's a long shot, but maybe we can learn something about any friends she might have had.
What's this thing?
Hey! Huh?
Oh yeah? We can't find any information.
Urwikil was the former lord of Ganath Haros. Surely someone in this city was connected to him. Hey! Huh?
Ah!
Finally. If only we could have flown with the wind to get here faster.
Hold up! Is this as valuable as I think it is?
Right.
Right. Yeah.
We didn't learn much about Nazamiel, but that could just mean she was hidden away while she grew up.
Why don't we share what we know with the woman who worked for the Hildress family?
Good idea. We don't have a lot to go on, but at least she seemed genuinely worried about her. Looks like we made it here in one piece.
That can't be!
Sorry.
No.
Okay.
Very good.
That woman didn't seem to know that Nazamiel's mother was a Dahnan, even at that age. Nazamiel was kept out of sight for all but a handful of the Hildress family's staff.
She really wasn't exaggerating about her upbringing. My heart hurts just thinking about it. If she were here right now, I'd want to scoop her up and give her a big hug.
The next time we see her, we need to let her know how much she means to us.
I hear a voice. Somebody's asking for help.
Hopefully it's nothing that'll be too hard to deal with.
Hey! Sorry.
All right.
That Renan girl seemed like she was hiding something.
Everyone has their secrets, even children.
For now, let's focus on finding her.
Someone may know where the girl went. We should try asking kids around town if they know anything.
Huh? Thanks.
We still don't know where she went, and I think we've gotten the picture.
Yeah. Her astral energy is weak, so she's been ostracized by the Renans.
So when the Dahnan girl acted like she could use astral arts, it set her off.
Wait, Alphen, I have an idea. The Renin girl is good with jewelry, right? So maybe if we give her some materials to make necklaces with, it would help them become friends.
Worth a shot. After all, most people are happy when others show interest in what they like.
Besides, I don't want her to feel trapped, just because Renin values say someone's aptitude with astral energy determines their worth. I want her to know that she can focus on what she enjoys and be herself.
We should relay that message, and give her some supplies for her art.
Then that settles it. First, let's gather supplies. Now that I think about it, a book I once read had some information about materials used in Dahnan necklaces, so I know where we can start.
Once we've got everything, let's take them to the Dahnan girl and fill her in on our plan.
It isn't easy being different. That's something Nazamil and I know all too well, which is all the more reason to do everything we can to help that girl.
I can relate too, but I'll let Rinwell take the lead on this one.
I agree. This seems important to her.
Looks like we get to sleep with a roof over our heads.
Those are all the materials we need for the necklaces.
Let's take everything back so she can get started.
You can never be too prepared. But did we have to spend so much?
Excuse me. If you've got something to say, then say it already. I'm sure you're just gonna make fun of me like everyone else.
Great, you're both here. Got a minute? I just found some pretty materials. Think you could use these to make accessories?
Oh? Wow! I've never seen anything like this. I can make a nice necklace or even earrings with this stuff.
But hey, I don't know much about those kinds of crafts. Do you think you could teach me sometime?
What? I don't know about that.
You sure? I heard you've got a knack for that kind of thing.
Fine. I guess I could show you a thing or two.
Thank you. Oh, can this girl join us? The more the merrier, right?
Fine, whatever. None of the Renins ever had anything nice to say about my necklaces, though.
Listen, I'm sorry about before. I only brought up magic because I wanted to be friends. I don't know anything about making necklaces, so can you show me? And will you be my friend?
Okay, and I'm sorry too.
Looks like they've made up.
Yeah, the two of them always wanted to be friends. So I hope they keep getting along. Oh, right. There's something I'd like to say to you two. Is that okay? The world is full of all kinds of people. Everyone has their talents and shortcomings. But there's more to them than that. Whether they're Dahnan or Renin, if people can work together to appreciate each other's differences, the world will be a better place.
Oh, I see. I don't really know about that yet.
It's okay. I've been figuring it out little by little myself.
Alright then. I'll teach you how to make cute necklaces, just like me.
Right now? Sorry. I appreciate the offer, but I'm kind of busy at the moment. But the two of you should just go ahead and make them without me.
Got it. Thank you, miss.
That went well. They're getting along and even included you in their new circle of friends.
Oh, stop it. You'll make me blush. But seeing the two of them made me realize I really want to get close with Nazamil. Not just as an adventuring partner, but as a true friend.
I'm sure you can do just that. Good job, Rinwell. Sounds like those two were able to make up thanks to you.
Yeah, it looks like they were able to clear up their misunderstanding with each other. I hope they can become good friends.
I hope so too. But what if something goes wrong and they get in another fight?
Shion?
I'm sorry. It's just, I can't stop thinking about it. What's to keep the same thing from happening all over again?
Shion, don't worry. Working through their differences is how kids learn to understand each other and become closer friends.
She's right. Kids may fight a lot, but they usually make up quickly.
I see. I guess you would know better. I never had those kinds of experiences.
But you and I were like that too, weren't we, Shion? We clashed with each other sometimes, but we also talked a lot. And in the end, that's how the two of us became friends, right? So if we could do it, I'm sure those kids will be just fine.
Rinwell. Yeah, you're right. If you believe in them, then I'm sure they'll be okay too.
Oh, but you know, the only reason I feel that way now is because I had the chance to become friends with you, Shion. It was only because of you that I was able to help those kids make up with each other. So, thank you, Shion. I'm really glad we became friends.
Yeah, same here, Rinwell. I'm so grateful I get to have a friend like you.
I think this event shows just how much Rinwell has grown.
I agree. She's come a long way from when we first met.
Kisara, I'm not done growing either. There's no way Rinwell will end up taller than me, right?
That's not the kind of growth we're talking about.
Though your dignity shrinks by the day, Law. I feel like somebody's watching us.
Maybe there's someone around here who needs our help.
Hello.
How about it?
Agreed. Let's go see Avakir.
Discussion is fine and all, but I don't think we'll reach a solution anytime soon.
Indeed. But I have no doubt he will jump at the opportunity to help.
You really trust Avakir, don't you?
He and I have a long and storied history. I know him very well.
We've reached our destination.
Doe!
All right?
Hi.
Well... No.
Sounds good.
Huh? Yeah. Well... Dahnan!
Yes. Imagine that. Using Zugo parts to make instruments. Using solid materials like fangs and bones adds a beautiful depth to the sound they produce.
Makes sense. Guys with extra thick skulls always make the best sound when I punch their faces.
Come on! There's no way that's true!
Looks like we get to sleep with a roof over our heads.
I think that's everything we need.
Then let's return to Avakir. How's this? Okay. Sure.
Yeah!
Thank you.
Doe.
Nice!
Doe.
Yeah.
You must be excited to play music with your friends again.
It's an opportunity I never thought I would have.
I think it's because you were finally able to talk openly with her.
I would be overjoyed if our relationship could return to the way it once was.
Oh?
What? I see.
Right.
Good. Well?
Yeah.
Good.
Give me a break.
Oh?
Is that so?
Sure.
Well?
Huh?
are more people willing to help than I had anticipated. The outlook is good.
You've got a way with words, Dohalim. If it was anyone else, half these people wouldn't be here.
What?
Hello.
Hey!
Well? Oh.
I tried to rally some support by myself, but no luck. You have a real knack for it.
I find it is vital to first acknowledge others' opinions and strengths. If you focus on only what you need, no one will wish to aid you.
I see. I'll try that next time. Yeah.
Why, you...
Enough.
Hey! Yes!
Yes!
You did well back there, Shion. Your technique has improved.
I followed your advice from earlier, and it worked just like you said. But it still feels strange to me. Speaking directly and getting right to the point has always been more my style.
Hello.
Oh? Yes. Yeah.
Your method is effective as well. You're better at winning hearts and minds than you give yourself credit for.
Thanks. Coming from you, that does give me a little more confidence. Wait a minute. You just used your method on me. Wow, you...
Is that so? A statue in Saxleo Temple? I have no recollection of any such thing being there.
Maybe someone put it there recently?
Who besides Dohalim would do that, though?
Oh, yeah?
I see. How absurd.
Dohalim?
Sure.
Seems a lot of the Renin still have high expectations for you as the last remaining lord.
It's been like this since the Convergence. But living up to others' expectations is something I'm sure you can relate to.
Yeah, deeply.
Hey!
Huh?
That ain't funny. I think you're lying.
The people here must have a lot of anxiety and frustration.
I can't blame them for that, but it is still a difficult issue.
Sure.
Dohalim sure seems on edge.
He's more worried than he lets on. We have to do what we can for him.
You don't have to tell me. Kidnapping is absolutely vile.
All right.
would anyone be after Faria?
Maybe because she's important to Dohalim? It can't be a coincidence, right?
We'll know once we apprehend the culprits. Come on.
Faria's somewhere in these woods.
I sure hope she's okay.
Look! Someone's there!
Is that?
Doe! What are you doing here?
I should ask you the same thing. Have you gone mad? Running off on your own?
I wanted to avoid causing any trouble while you were away. Sorry.
Were the kidnappers the ones who hurt you?
Yeah, I tried to get Faria back, but I was too weak. I'm not as good as you.
She's still alive then?
There's no doubt about that. Doe, listen, the culprits...
I know. Avakir, you head back to Pelegion. Kisara, you're with me.
What was that just now?
It's rare to see Dohalim like this.
Yeah. His silence speaks volumes.
No time to dally. We need to act quickly.
I'm glad I made it in time.
I wish I could use healing arts.
Don't get careless.
Your skills are always impressive, Dohalim.
Same to you, my friend.
And I guess we can both take the credit this time.
We managed to pull through.
You sure showed them!
All in a day's work.
That was almost too easy.
No enemy can stand against us!
If only every battle went so well.
There she is! Over there!
Faria! Faria, are you all right?
Doe, is that you?
Lord Dohalim, what are you doing here?
Lord?
That's enough.
Doe, be careful!
You would go so far as to disguise yourself as the very people you hate.
So you know. I'd expect no less from the great Lord Dohalim.
The abductors are Renans?
They slipped away with Faria and defeated Avakir when he gave pursuit. Though those two are not warriors, overcoming them would be no easy task for a Dahnan. They were attempting to frame Dahnans for the crime. My guess is they were trying to make me hate Dahnans as they do.
Precisely. But that's only because you won't do your damn job as our lord. Ever since we lost Lenegis, we've been living like prisoners. Yet you only preach reconciliation, neglecting your duty as our guardian.
How could you be so selfish?
I am still a guardian of the Renans, but that does not mean continuing our rule.
It's just our luck you'd come back on the very day we execute our plan. We may have failed, but there are others who see you as weak. You had better watch your back.
Doe.
You succeeded at one thing. Your intent was to anger me. However, the focus of my anger is you. Any that harm my friends will be punished.
Dohalim, don't! If you give in to your anger, you will be no better than our enemies. Please, stand down.
You're right. His fate must not be decided by personal feelings. We will deliver him to Pelegion to face due process. Thank you, Kisara. You prevented me from making a grave mistake.
That's my job, after all. The criminals have been turned over to the authorities.
Thank you, Kisara. That should be the end of the ordeal.
After all that, I just caused more trouble for you.
I'm glad the two of you are safe. That's all I can ask for.
Still, I have a feeling there's more trouble to come. There are still plenty of Renans and Dahnans who are unhappy with the way things are. I'll have to come up with other ways to keep things under control.
I'm counting on you. That reminds me, Avakir. I only learned of the kidnapping because Lentigar was concerned for your safety. You should learn to rely more on those around you.
Yes, you're right. I'll be sure to thank him.
We should let Ganya know the problem's been resolved, too. Let's go, Kisara.
Do.
Yes?
Thank you. And... Take care of yourself.
I appreciate the sentiment.
Aw, are you tired, Poodle?
Sure he's not just trying to hide from us?
Culprits were Renans disguised as Dahnans?
Their intent was to turn Dohalim against the Dahnan people.
As a Renan, I apologize. Dahnans were being framed.
Ganya, please know Dohalim would never...
You're quite the conscientious one, aren't you? You could have kept quiet about the truth, and none would have been the wiser. And that's despite the fact that you were the target of this plot.
I believe telling you was a necessity.
I agree. In fact, I feel the urge to let my fellow Dahnans know just how honorable you are.
Ganya.
I hope this relationship continues, takes root, and endures long after we are gone.
On my name, Dohalim Ilkaris. I vow to do all that I can to that end.
Are you thinking about your friend, Faria?
I've ended up putting her through another ordeal. Avakir as well. They've been made to suffer just for knowing me. And it's likely this will not be the last time either.
It's not your fault. Your position means Dahnans and Renans alike are going to look at you with their own individual prejudices. One side expecting the best, while the other assumes the worst. Much like what Alphen has experienced.
I understand. No. Understanding is not enough. I should have expected something like this to happen. Whether it was to a friend of mine or someone else, it was my responsibility. And it's my fault for not being prepared. I'm going to instruct them to reinforce security. Of course, we'll have to do so carefully so as not to incite the old guard. Did you think I would blame myself more?
No. You're no longer your old self.
I don't plan on going back. Besides, the situation wasn't all bad either. Avakir had a colleague who cared about him and was willing to step forward. The situation is changing, slowly but surely. If things continue this way, it may someday lead to that utopia you spoke of. One where all people are treated equal. Though, I do not know how old I'll be by the time I see such a world.
No matter the age, you won't be seeing it alone.
That's true.